Okay, so you guys wanna get annoyed by my voice? Who am I to deny you that? I'm just gonna record with this quality, and what happens, happens. That's what I've been trying to figure out. This is why I haven't been uploading. And as you can see, I haven't figured it out yet. Aside from that, I've been busy doing other stuff.
Ah, you son of a bitch!
Yeah. So, one of the things that have always bugged me was oil release. No, not boil release, oil. You know, the one that Jiraiya and the Toads use. I mean, if you can call it oil release since it doesn't have an official name like that. Anyway, I'll keep calling it that. So in this video, I'm gonna try to come up with a good theory for the concept of releasing oil through chakra in Naruto. And to be honest, oil isn't the only topic that's completely left for the reader to think what they want of it. This also goes for Konan's body being made of paper, Kisame's shark appearance, and many more that I'm too lazy to think about. But from what we have, oil is heavily associated with toads, having the symbol of Mount Myoboku be what translates to oil, their home being full of oil waterfalls and fountains that we don't know the origin of, and it attracts natural energy apparently. Basically all the toads use oil as a weapon. And the only human in the series capable of using oil is Jiraiya, and, well, Kashin Koji, but I'm not talking about that for now. Now, I'm aware that chakra has many applications, like with Kibari Senbon, where chakra is concentrated on the scalp to grow hair rapidly, the Akimichi clan's expansion techniques, but oil is an element created through chakra. A whole element that belongs to none of the 5 nature elements, which are the only ones known to exist. Now, one incident in the series made me think of this, and that's in the war arc when Gamakichi shot oil onto Jubito and he blocked it with a truth-seeking orb, which couldn't nullify it because it was senjutsu apparently. And Tobirama immediately concluded that it was senjutsu. Now you might argue that since Gamakichi is a toad, then he naturally uses senjutsu, no pun intended, right? Actually, no. Animals only have physical and mental energy, just like humans, as stated in the databook. And they aren't born with natural energy, thus the name natural energy, since they get it from nature. And this is evident when Fukasaku was absorbing natural energy to enter Sage Mode. We never see Gamakichi even attempting to enter Sage Mode, and yet his attack was senjutsu based. You can argue against that by saying, well, Jiraiya could use it and he wasn't a sage at the time. That's true. But what if I told you you can in fact gather some level of natural energy even without entering Sage Mode? The curse mark is an example of that. The markings are a result of Senjutsu, but it's not Sage Mode. Not even the second stage of the curse mark is Sage Mode. It's a Sage transformation. Unsuccessful sagehood, but successful tolerance to natural energy. The same with Jiraiya, who can gather natural energy while moving. We see that in the fight against Pain. Jiraiya being one of the few people who could enter Sage Mode while moving with no help beforehand. We also see that with Naruto, who underwent kind of a severe transformation. Although the old jutsus aren't labeled as senjutsu, neither are Sasuke's jutsus in his second stage of the curse mark, so there's that. But for the sake of argument, let's say that Jiraiya needed markings like the first stage of the curse mark. What if the markings under his eyes represent the level of senjutsu he trained for? Sasuke's curse mark spreads across his body depending on the amount of natural energy he gains. We know that because he gets stronger the more his body is covered with those markings. We don't know at what point Jiraiya started training with the toads, but the earliest clip we see of him was in a flashback of Tsunade's where he was 12 and he graduated from the academy at the age of 6. So there were 6 years for him to learn advanced ninjutsu, and with time the markings on his eyes represent natural possession of senjutsu. No pun intended, again. The markings were only mentioned once in the databook and considered a representation of the tears he shed for his fallen allies, and that's all. In the end, this is just my theory on oil release in Naruto. Hope you enjoyed, or it made sense at least. And again, I apologize for the trash quality of my mic. I'm gonna try to fix that as soon as possible. Well, hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe, please. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care.